Last thing Brits do before going to sleep.
I always move into the slow lane. I have a ritual of sort of defending the house before I go to sleep. I go down, you know, I check all the locks. Sometimes I open the door, I just stand on the sort of threshold of the house, going, try and get into my house then! I'm ready for you! And that usually puts me in the mood for bed.
The great thing about having kids is that you can sleep anywhere, because you're so sleep-deprived that you just can fall asleep, like, anywhere.
You know, how much sleep? I mean, when they were born, presumably because you're really sleep-deprived when they're little.
I don't think you ever get it back, really. I don't think it ever comes back, maybe when they're 20 and they go to college.
Oh, sorry, you're saying you could have a 19-year-old in the house and go, oh, I'm not getting any sleep. Oh, this 19-year-old's keeping me up. He's up at 4 for a feed.
I think if I had a 19-year-old in the house, I wouldn't get much sleep.
Yeah, it might be a bit of clapping John the pervert. Pervert! I think if I had a 19-year-old in the house, I know what I'd do to a 19-year-old. I'd bloody hell get hold of it and give it an aching stage to. That's how you talk, John. That's how you sound to Southerners. You think you sound very eloquent, soft-spoken, the very poetry of the lakes in your voice, but I think you sound like that. I'm gonna get hold of you. Just 19. Time for Uncle John to teach you.
I don't know what
a few tricks. I've got a few tricks to show you.
What's the form if someone gets possessed by the ghost of Bernard Manning? Is there someone we could call? Do we need a priest?
Oh no, it's happening again. 19, are you 19? Are you 19? Go with him. You start doing the voice and you think you can stop, but you can't. It's a lot of fun to do. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, I don't like it when he comes back here. Oh, when he comes back, I don't like it. Oh. Are you 19? Yes, you are.
It's just like being back home at Christmas.
I'll tell you what I do. Before I go to bed, I sing myself a little song.
Is there a little song before you... like a lullaby?
Yeah. I just lie in bed and go, the day's over, we've all had such fun. You go, it's no longer morning when it all begun. The pillows are plumped, the bed is warm. Go to sleep, Sean. Go to sleep. And I don't know what comes next, because I'm like, gone.
Joe, do you have a sort of nighttime routine?
Yeah, I lock my legs, because I sleep standing up.
I'd imagine you just clearing loads of cans off your bed.
Yeah,
Takeaway cartons.
Sometimes
chucking the ashtray on the floor.
Sometimes I check no one else is in the park.
So, last thing British people do before going to sleep. Any other guesses?
Set their alarm.
I always have a nice milky drink, and then I phone my mum and I say, night, mum, and she goes, night, John, how you getting on?
Worst thing on a date? A fussy eater or someone who drinks too much?
If they're a fussy eater, you can just eat their food. Done. I'm happy.
So that would be a good thing for you, a positive
That'd be
thing.
fine, and as long as they actually go to the restaurant to start with, because I did go out with someone that would only eat, like, yellow stuff. When I was young, he'd only eat, like, chicken nuggets and chips, so...
So you go out to a restaurant and you go, do you have anything yellow?
You go to a custard house. One of London's very fine custard houses.
How many dates did you have with this guy?
I went out with him for 3 years.
What?
John, are you a fussy eater?
No, I'm fairly easygoing. It's the drinking that concerns me. They have to drink. Especially on a date where it's awkward anyway. You don't want someone who's going to remember it.
Non-drinkers are difficult. I respect their decision to not drink, but it makes life very, very hard. It's like having a different religion. It's fine, they can crack on with it, but I don't want to be with them, so...
I find a heavy drinker on a date very much a positive. Well, if they're hammered, you know...
I went on a stag do once to Edinburgh, right? The stag was a very, very dear friend of mine. And this is a prime example of alcohol makes you go over the line. right? We're watching the FA Cup final between Liverpool and Arsenal. Half-time, we're all sat around having a couple of pints. My mate turns around and says, it's boring, this, isn't it? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Give me 5 minutes. And he went upstairs and he came down in his dressing gown with a can of deodorant. And he just got on the microphone, you know, like they do in a local pub. He went, ladies and gentlemen, the human fireball! And he sprayed himself in deodorant and lit it. And then he got the belt from the robe. The human fireball would like to introduce to you the helicopter. So he got the belt from his dressing gown, wrapped it around his penis, and then pulled it really fast, and his willy went...
I thought we agreed we were never going to talk about this afterwards.
What alcohol does, it brings out the competition element of the male. So what happened next was that another friend said, well, watch this. Everyone give me your coppers. So everyone coppered up. You know, like, you won't know about that because you're posh. So everyone put, like, the pennies in and the 2p's. He put 83 pence in pennies down his foreskin. Yeah. And then he started coughing and they all individually dropped out. Now, that's a party trick.
How did he find out he could do that?
Because he was drunk, Jimmy!
You sure it wasn't Darren Brown's stag do?
OK, all right, so what's worse on a date, a fussy eater or someone who drinks too much?
We're going to go fussy eater.
Booze.
Someone who will only eat booze.
What are you going for?
We're going for someone who drinks too much.
OK, Sean, what are you going to go for?
Probably heavy drinking is worse.
I can tell you, you are right. Yes! 63% of people said someone who drinks too much is worse than a fussy eater. I think a fussy eater is worse. If she won't put that in her mouth, she's not going to like what I've got planned for dessert. Oh, this tasted coppers. Best way to relax after a hard day's work?
2 weeks off.
Best way to relax after a hard day's work is 2 weeks off. What do you think? Oh, go on.
I like to relax by recreating the scene from Ghost with a potter's wheel.
Where you're...
Well, because I do it with my flatmate Mark, because he looks a bit like Whoopi Goldberg.
It's extraordinary. OK, so, Nancy, how do you relax of an evening after a hard day's work?
Well, I will have a hot bath with a drink, and then have a very deep tissue massage.
Jesus.
I
think I prefer yours.
Well, definitely, you prefer mine.
Who's the masseuse? Who's...
Well, I don't have to tell on TV, but I have a few.
Oh, that kind of massage, I see.
No.
What sort of tissues do you use?
Deep tissues.
Deep tissues.
Deep tissues.
Deep tissues. Is your bath one of the ones that you get in the side and it fills up when you're in there?
I had a bath the other day where I had, with the technology, I have my iPad on the toilet with the lid down. Obviously, I'm not an idiot. And you put a film on your iPad, and I had cheese and biscuits and a glass of wine, and it was one of the happiest moments of my life. Then I finished the cheese and biscuits, and I thought, I could just watch this downstairs on telly.
I like to go down to the sauna and apologise for my conduct of the previous evening. So, I shouldn't really come here when I'm drunk and force you to open up. I'm sorry about that last night.
Well, apology accepted.
Yes.
Greg, how do you relax after training?
If it's been like a jump session or something, then I have to sort of get the sand out of bits of my body, which is...
Deep tissue.
Deep tissue.
How are you normally doing the jump? Have you thought of wearing shorts?
You'd have thought they'd have invented a better substance now, like a really thick custard or something. So you sort of slide into it and it leaves a groove, but you can just wash the custard off afterwards.
I mean, sandblast, they do the sandblast things that they have instead of getting a bath. Just get one of those high-powered hoses.
They burn paint off walls.
Right.
OK, so best way to relax after a hard day's work?
I like to hang around by bottle banks. Or I dress up as a knight.
Sorry, you dress up?
Dress up as a knight, full armour, then put a film on.
A night in.
Because that's what they would have done. I do the 165 times tables.
Just run me through the first 4 or 5 of those.
Well, times 165 is 165.
Yeah?
2 times 165 is 320. 3 times...
Start again, Sean. Start again. 1 times. We'll start again.
1 times 165 is 165. 2 times 165 is 330. 3 times 165 is 495. Is it have a drink? Is it have a drink?
It's not have a drink. Have a drink is number 5 on the list.
Watch a bit of telly.
The right answer. Watch TV.